Okay, I hear you.
I also think I love a bitch at AOD. Make that bitch come for free.
That's my cue. And we can start. We can start this thing. 1 second. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? Huh? Hold up. All right. They coming. They coming. All right. Oh, so listen. Why alpha males are left alone? We just gonna make this a simple talk. This ain't got nothing like this ain't. This is a simple talk. You feel me? Why alpha males are left alone? Huh? How I look? All right. So, man, listen. This is gonna get deep, but we gonna stay on point. We ain't gonna be all over we ain't gonna be everywhere today. We just gonna keep it short. We're gonna keep it sweet. But there's a problem in the world. Thank y'all for joining me. Matter of fact, let me just be where's my hospitality? I appreciate everyone. I'm very thankful for everyone joining me in the download today. This is just one of those bills where we're about to go in on like I'm a man. I'm a full-blown man. I'm 100% A1 steak sauce man. I am all natural, organic man. I am as full as I am man as they come. You understand? I'm as man as they come. What is a man? Let's first define what a man is. Hmm? Because a man is not. Are you ready for this? I'm looking at my phone freezing and I'm like, it's not good. So let's define. Let's put the definition of what a man is and what a man is not. We need to understand the definition of what a man is not, right? Hmm? We need. If y'all tell me the phone is freezing, I'll convert over to audio and you can listen. It won't freeze on audio. Am I freezing to y'all? Hmm? Let me know so I can convert over to audio. I'll stop it right now for audio. I need to know if I'm freezing. You gotta tell me that though. Hmm? Yes? No? Maybe so? Alright. what a man is not, and we got to define what a man is not, is freezing. Hey, I'm about to shut it down, and I'm going to go to audio. Y'all should meet me there. Y'all should meet me in audio. Okay? Let's see how long this lasts. If it frees up one more time, I'm shutting it down. I'm going to audio. Okay? So what a man is not, what a man is and what a man is not. A man is not someone tall in stature. We're just breaking down the simple definitions of what a man is not. A man is not someone tall in stature, face full of hair, a nice fresh cut. Huh? A nice fresh cut. A man is not a certain skin tone or complexion. Now, these are preferences. This is not a man. These are personal preferences of what you may like in a man, but it's not a man. Okay? Because you got a lot of men that meet those preferences that are full of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Now, a man is not one who takes care of bills, a home. Like, and let me explain what I mean by bills in the home and stuff like that. Because we're about to define what a man is. This is what a man is not. A man is not someone tall in stature, face full of hair, certain skin tones, or certain pockets for, money for, money in his pocket, certain look, certain clothing. These are preferences that we can choose that we want in our man. But here's the problem. Because you are going by your preferences of a man, you lose out on a man. Because a man, now here's what a man is. Here's what a man is. A man is only a man. A man is just a man. A man is a man first, and everything else is just added. And guess what? A man is a man with and without those things, but let's go a little bit more deeper into this. A man is a man not with those things. Those things do not define a man, and those things do not have a man lose his value. Those things do not define the man, or those things do not make the man lose his value, because a man is a man first. And let's talk about what a man is first. A man is, number one, a natural born leader. This is what a man is. A man is a natural born leader. He's a natural born leader. Naturally. This is all through nature. And naturally, men want to take the lead in the front. Now, you have men who rather sit in the background and do nothing, then that's not a man. Because naturally, a man wants to get up in front. Why? Because we are built as men to be the forefront, the front line. We are built as men to stand guard and stand on the front line. This is what we've been given naturally from our Creator. We've been naturally built to stand on the front lines as protectors. So naturally, we're leaders because we like to get out in front. And when we want to get out in front, that's a form of protection. You understand? So naturally, a man is a leader. Secondly, a man is a protector first. Second. Okay? He's a protector. All right? Then he's a provider. Third. Then he's a provider. You see, as a natural born leader in nature, you look at this all through nature. You're going to see this all through nature. As a natural born leader, A man naturally wants to do what first? Start his family immediately. But we have been given the backwards way. We've been told, go to school, because we do. We go to school, get this education, get this home, get the cars, get the fancy stuff. Then we get the woman. And then the woman doesn't see a natural man. She sees a man who's been prepped up all his life, ready for her. And so guess what? He doesn't even know how to be a natural man anymore. Because he's taken on the mindset he's taken on the mindset, a false mindset of what a man naturally is. And so he's not a natural man. That's why on my bio, I put 100% natural man. And so you're going to get men who go to school, get an education, buy his home, and get his car, and get the nice clothes, and then he gets the woman. And so therefore, it's not a natural relationship. Therefore, nothing is built upon anything solid, because the man is not a natural man. And a natural man is a leader. And the natural man says to himself, he don't need a system to help him become the man that he naturally wants to be anyway. He don't need an educational institution, an educational background, an educational degree. He don't need any of that, because the man builds the institution himself. The man builds the family institution first. The man builds the family institution. Naturally, we men want to be protectors. Naturally, we're leaders. Let me say it again. Naturally, we become leaders because that's who we are naturally. We want to be leaders. We get out in front, which makes us leaders. We like to be out in front, which makes us naturally leaders. And because you are out in front, you need to understand in retrospect what that represents. When you are a natural born leader who jumps out in front, in retrospect, you are a protector of something you are leading. People, things, possessions, whatever they are. You are protecting what? You are protecting your way. That's what leaders do. That's what generals do. That's what chiefs do. They lead the pack. Why? Because they're showing not only their followers, their soldiers, their men, their family, that I am protecting our way. The leader is put out in front to show the world that, hey, this is the way we will have it. And I am the leader to show you we're going to protect our way. So naturally, we're leaders. And then we want to become protectors. But the man naturally wants to be a protector of something, someone, somebody. And that is his family, his woman. So naturally, what we want to do as men is get our woman first. And then allow that woman to come with us on this journey. Then that woman takes the journey with us. Then that woman takes the journey with us. And that's what builds up the strong relationship. The man cannot wait till he get all these things that the institution passes along to us and says we need to be this first and then start our family. That's backwards. Nothing in nature does that. Nothing in nature shows you that this is the way to build your unit, your family. You understanding me? So what we need to understand is that to be a man first is to be just a man. To be a man first is to be a man. We must be a man first. And what is a man? A man is a natural born leader. And because he's a natural born leader, he is looking to lead something, lead someone, lead somebody, be a protector of something. And when you are out in front, you are protecting a way that you are going and bringing those who are going with you. You're protecting them. So naturally we become leaders, then protectors, then we become providers. Because once I've established our way, then I establish the way that I'm going to provide for y'all. Once I've established the way, our way, then can I establish the way I will provide for my family, my unit. A man builds up the family first, Then he builds up the way of provision. See, he doesn't do that, making the woman work with him, making the woman be like a laborer with him. But he does that. He has the support of his woman, knowing that he got the encouragement of his woman, knowing that he got the love of his woman. And that's why I said, what makes a strong man is not, see, strong men, behind every strong man, not good men. Because good men fail sometimes, good men fall sometimes. We fall, good men will fall short. But behind every strong man is a strong woman. Behind every strong man is a woman. And a woman acts as the pillar. Huh? Soon as I plugged my charger in, that thing started freezing. I think it's my charger. When I plug in the charger, it freezes. So let's not plug in the charger. Behind every strong man is a strong woman. The old saying goes, behind every good man. No, because behind every good man is a good woman. That's not true. That's not fact. Because good men fall. But behind every strong man is a strong woman. And that man must be a man. And to be a man, he's going to have to be a dominant man, which makes him a alpha man. It makes him an alpha man because alpha men like to take charge because we're natural protectors and we do what comes natural to us. Protect not just our family, but our family. We're protecting those who we are leading. Naturally, we are protectors. And we want to protect those who we're leading. So we're born leaders who are protectors first, after being a born leader, after being because we're natural leaders, we're born protectors. We've been given this as our earthly duty to be a protector first. We've been given this as our duty to be protectors of nature and of life first. Then are we providers. See, y'all got it backwards. Y'all think the man is the man who went to school, got his degree, got his home, got that nice car, got that money in his account. And that's a propagated way of a propagated image that they've given you. They proselytize the way a man is supposed to be. They've given you this false sense of an idea of what a man looks like. So they prop up. So they prop up in front of you. They prop up in front of you this idea of a man. He looks strong. He's tall. He's got this house. Got money. Got a good job. He got on a 3-piece suit. Man has not been taught how to be a natural man. That man has taught how to be a docile man. That man has taught how to be docile. So you got a weak man. I talked about this many a times. You got a weak man. A man who don't know how to find his own way. A man who don't know how to make his own way. A man who don't know how to create his own way. A man who don't know how to go within himself and take charge and say, I'm providing the way I see best for me and mine. A man doesn't go follow behind another man. We're natural leaders. We want to be in front. Why am I following another man? I'm a natural born leader. Why do I need to follow another man for when I want to be out in front myself? I'm going to be out in front because that's naturally who I am. And because this is the problem why alpha men are left alone. Alpha men are left alone by the mass society of women. And why is that? Because an alpha man seems to be an abusive man. An alpha man could be mistaken as an abusive man. One who is taking charge and lead and lead over the unit. And so it feels like to the average woman that he's abusing that woman psychologically. It feels like to the average woman that he's dominating that woman emotionally. It feels like to the average woman that he's beating that woman up physically. Because he's an alpha male, because his energy is so high, so powerful, that it may seem like to the average person looking in, the average woman looking in, or looking at that man, he's an abusive man. He's too aggressive. If you don't have an aggressive man in life, if your man is not an aggressive man, then your man is a docile man. Your man need to understand, you need to understand that your man is to go out there and take what's his. Not from anybody, but he take what's rightfully his naturally, because his is out there. He take what's rightfully his naturally because his is out there. He don't have to go and take from anybody. He came into this existence. He was created for something, and that something is out there, and he must be the one to say, nobody is going to get me to my something. I'm going to get me to my something, and I'm going to search until I get my something. That's what I'm going to do. And so alpha men get left alone lots of times because they are too aggressive. And alpha men like to go out and take things. Alpha men like to take what's theirs. Alpha men like to take what's theirs. They don't ask anybody. And so to the average woman, this could look like a man who is too dominating for her. Because this man take what's his. Not from anybody. But he take what's naturally his birthright, what's given to him, his freedom. He take what's naturally his, which is his freedom. That's his. He's going to take it. He's getting a piece of that. You understand? That's what that's his natural birthright. And so we want to be leaders naturally because we are born leaders naturally because we've been given away. We've been given a way to lead. We've been given a way to our freedom. We've been given a way to live. And naturally, this is what we want. Freedom to its core. To live life our way. And bring our family in that. Build our family with that. And so a lot of women cannot handle a strong or a alpha male. Because from the outside looking in, he's too abusive. He's too aggressive. He's too dominating. No, I can't have that over my mind. I need my independence. And so the real men who know that they are men and take lead, the real men get left out there in the wilderness. The real men get left out there in the wilderness. Or some of the real men get picked up by other women of other cultures. This is not true 100%. Don't quote me. But what I'm saying is some women who understand what she sees takes advantage of that. And the problem with a lot of women in the African community is the fact that they've been given this sense of independence from the man. And so they want their independence. They want their independence in the unionship too. She's like, I want my independence. I want my say. I never said you could not have an opinion. I never said you could not speak. I never said you could not share and say anything. Remember, we are equally balanced in power. But what you must understand is that I am the leader. I am the one that's going to lead this. Even if I put you out in front, I am the one. Even in the back, I'm the leader. Even in the back, I'm the leader. And you know that. She knows that. Because she knows not to act certain ways. Because she's a representation of you out in front. She's a representation of you out in front. She must be able to allow you to be that leader. Now, alpha men are going to get left out there in the wilderness for multiple reasons. Mainly is because he's an alpha male. He looks too aggressive. He looks too mean. He looks too... I just can't have all that man inside of me and in my life. That's too much man. Listen, a man doesn't beat his woman. A man puts his woman in check. And a woman ought to want a man who corrects. A man doesn't beat his woman, but a man puts his woman in check. Now, women should be looking at that man and say, that's a man who is about discipline and correction, and I need that kind of thing in my life. Because my life is so disarray. I'm everywhere. I need discipline. I need to come back to center. Because I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm over here, I'm down there. I need to be balanced. I need to be centered. And you're never going to be balanced until you get you a natural man. You're not going to be balanced until you get a man who's a man first and thinks as a man first and not as someone who's being taught how to be a man. And you see, this is the problem. Here is the problem. Men are being taught how to be men by way of removing them from their natural mind as men. What do I mean? They're removing the man from his natural mind as a man and passing along to the man this, you need to get this education, you need to get this house, you need to have these kind of clothes. This is what a man looks like. And so you get a false sense of an idea of a man who's got this 3-piece suit on, got a nice tight edge, got a nice trim beard, got a nice, manicured nails. He's got a briefcase in his hand. He's going to business meetings. And to you, this is a man. To you, this is a man, right? Not even understanding that your man's natural way of being a man has been robbed of him. It's been robbed of him from birth, from a child, since being a child. Because you enter your child into a school system and then they implement, what they do is take your man's natural mindset away from him. They take that boy's natural mindset away from him and they give him a doctrine. And that doctrine is the mindset of who? Whether it be your master, your oppressor, your teacher, whoever it is, you're taking on that man's mind. Or whatever doctrine you're learning. It's still, I don't care who passed the doctrine along to you. It's still taking you away from your natural mind. As a man, it still robs you of your natural mind. What is your natural mind as a man? The ability to create and figure things out on your own without the help of anyone else. The ability to be able to do for yourself and not have others do for you. The ability to be able to see your own way and not allow someone else to paint a picture for you. This is your natural mind. When you're out there in the wilderness, you have a vision and you can see what you want to do and what you want to become and what you want to be for you and your family. And naturally, you want to create a family first, not get all that other bullshit and then get your wife. A man wants his wife first. You feel me? Straight up like that. A man wants his woman first. And that man is the man because he's thinking with his natural mind. But most women lose out on a man. And I'm going to explain something to you. Most women lose out on a man because they got a made up version of a man. They got a made up man. They got a man that's been molded and shit, molded like clay and putty. They got a man that's been molded like putty. All right? Your man has been molded for you. And so when he comes to you, you looking at a man who don't have his own natural mind. And so what happens to that man after a while? He's working for a company. He's been with for about 10, 15, 25 years. And all of a sudden he gets this inclination to want to start his own business. He wants to be an entrepreneur. Right? This is the man coming back to his natural state. The natural state of wanting to lead. Well, we don't have to wait to build up a trust fund with a job to do that. We don't have to wait to build up a trust fund or a 401k with some company to believe we got it in us to do what we want to do for our family naturally. And once you understand the breakdown of money and what it really is and what it's used for, then you, man, will not serve money. You will serve God, your higher self. And what does even the Bible say about that? It says that you cannot serve God and mammon. You can only serve one, for you will hate one and love the other, for you will despise one and hate the other, or love the other. You will hate one and love the other. You cannot serve God and man. You cannot serve your natural self and serve man. God is natural. God is your natural self. And if God is the creator of all things, then that means you are a creator of all things. Man, you are a creator of all things. Because God is natural and you are natural. And because God is the creator of all things, you are a creator of all things because you are that. And so that man who is a natural man and is practicing his natural way of living, leading, taking charge of his life, finding what's out there for him, finding what's his that belongs to his naturally, that man is going to get looked at by society and by other women as an aggressive, abusive type of man. He's too dominating. He's too aggressive. No, he doesn't. A man does not take away your opinion. A man does not take away your ability to speak. A man does not take away your voice. A man allows you to be heard and felt. You understand? A man doesn't do all those things. A man allows his woman to be heard. Why? Because his woman is the greatest representation of him. His woman is the greatest representation of him. He must allow his woman to have a voice. He must allow his woman to speak, or else what he's doing is null and void. Or else what he is doing is null and void. It doesn't even matter if his woman does not replicate who he is. If his woman does not speak who he is. Why? Because we are to be of one mind. Two shall come together and make one. You understand? So we ought to be of one mind. And if we are of one mind, then I should allow her to speak. I would take pleasure in her speaking. I would love when she speaks because she's speaking my language. She speaks me. She speaks my thoughts. And I can allow my woman to be out in front, although they all know who's the leader. Although they all know I'm the true leader being in the background, but I can allow my woman to speak. I can allow her to speak. You understand? I can allow my woman to speak. I don't take away her voice as an alpha male. I need my woman to speak. Because then what I do as a man naturally is a representation, is the rewards and the results of what my woman can show. What my woman can show to the world is a reward for me, because then I know that I've passed on to my woman something great. I pass on to my woman legacy that she's going to breathe through her womb. She's going to breathe that and bring forth my legacy through her womb and pass those gene thoughts on to my seed. She's going to pass those genetic thoughts on to my seed, and my seed comes out and becomes that of an alpha male, that of a true leader. This is why nature, alpha men or two male animals will fight for the right to mate with that woman, to mate with that female, because they're passing on the gene to that woman, that alpha gene, that strong gene that's going to do what? That's going to naturally do what? That's going to naturally be within that child, that calf or whatever, and it's going to breed forth what? A natural born leader. This is what alpha men do. They take pride in leading pride. And so the dominant gene must be passed on, so that that same alpha maleism can come up out of the seed of the child. So that that same alpha maleism can come up out of the seed of that little baby, whatever it is. So that same alpha male gene can come forth, and that animal, that lion, that whatever, comes out taking charge of its own life, being a natural, species of its own kind. And you man, ought to do the same. See, when you are a dominant man, when you are an alpha male, you're passing on true alpha genes. So that your child, when that woman bears your seed, that child comes out in its natural state, because your woman is passing on the genetic the genome structure through her DNA into that child. Because you made your woman into yourself. You replicated yourself in that woman. And when you replicate yourself in that woman, it replicates itself inside the seed of that woman. And the woman who carries your thoughts, who are you, carries the thoughts down to her womb to the child. And then the child comes out being a natural man or a natural woman. But we're talking about being an alpha male right now. And so the child comes out being a alpha male, which is to be a natural man, not seeking anyone else to lead him, not seeking anyone else to educate him, not seeking anyone else to show him the way to life, not seeking anyone else to show him how to live. But because the man who was an alpha male knew and knows and made a way, created a way, because to be a natural male, a natural man, is to use your own mind to create, is to use your own mind to provide, is to use your own mind to support, is to use your own mind to build. Because this is your birthright to your freedom. This is the birthright to your freedom. What is the birthright to your freedom? The ability to create, the ability to provide, the ability to just journey out and go and do. Because you came into this existence, therefore, there is something naturally that is rightfully yours, and that's called your freedom. It's called your freedom. That's rightfully yours. That's your birthright. But they take your birthright away from you and give you their education. And then you come up in their educational system and you've been molded into a man. You still not been taught how to be a man. You've been molded to be a man, and yet not having been taught how to be a man. Because to be taught how to be a man is to be taught how to be a leader, how to go out and provide, how to go out and take charge, how to go out and support and provide support for your family. Has nothing to do with money. Has nothing to do with making money. Nothing to do with money. And you will say, well, we need money to do this. We need money to do that. We need money da 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 da. Still not understanding what I'm talking. That a natural man understands he don't need nothing, not a damn thing. But he can provide and he can make a way. A natural man knows how to make a way. A natural man knows how to make a way. You understand? A natural man knows how to make a way. And so he goes out there and force himself out there into a field of many men who are trying to make a way. But guess what? He don't have to take from anybody. He don't have to steal from anybody because of his mere existence. He has been given a natural birthright that he don't have to split. He don't have to share with anybody. It's his for himself. When he came into this existence, it's been given to him to have. The goal, the objective is for him to go out and find it. And if he and it's not going to be somewhere where he's going to be looking with his eyes. It's going to be him looking within his heart. But more so with his mind, his creative mind. It's going to be from out of the creative mind that this man is going to find his way. Out of his creative mind. That this man provides a way of survival and the way of life for his family. And naturally, I wanted to break something down for you. I ain't forgot. And so naturally, a man wants to do what? Build his family first. He wants to get his wife first. Why is that? Because I said, behind every strong man, there is a strong woman. The old saying goes, behind every good man, there's a good woman. But that's not true. Because good men fall short. So we don't say good men. We say strong men because strong men persevere. Strong men persevere. Strong men don't give up. Strong men keep going. Strong men persevere. Strong men know how to persevere. This is what it means to be a strong man, to persevere. Through hard times and through bad times. And so when you do that with your woman, when you get your wife first and she goes through that persevering stage with you, you're not only becoming a strong male, you're building in her what? Perseverance and a strong sense of a strong mentality as well. But you're building in her the creative mentality for her to know how to survive without you. So she knows how to survive without you being around in the room. And she knows how to play her position. And so naturally, a man wants to get his wife first. He wants his wife first. He gets his wife. Then they go and they build. Then they go and they build. They go and they build. And they build a future. They build a empire. They build a kingdom. He gets his wife first. You understand? And once he gets his wife, he then does what? He then takes the charge and the lead over that woman's mind, showing that woman how to be a leader as well. Passing down to her this ability to create, provide, and survive inside of her own intuition, inside of her own cognitive understanding. So that without him, she knows how to do this. She knows how to handle this and not panic because he's not around. But when you are a man who has been taught how to be a man by an educational institution, when you are a man that's been taught, when you're not really taught how to be a man, you're just been molded into a man. You're like a clay, you're like a mold, right? You're like the shell. You're like the shell over, like, you got this like piece of gooey stuff inside. You understand? But on the outside, it looks like a man, but in the inside, it's not a man. You understand? On the outside, you look like a man, but on the inside, you're not a man because you've been molded. You've been given a facade. You've been given an image. You've been given a facade of what it means to be a man or look like to be a man. And so you take on that standard, you take on that education, and you are being molded into a man, not really being a solid man. Because you're a mold of a man. You're not a solid man. You understand? You're not a whole solid man. You're just a mold of a man. And the mold of a man inside is not solid. And so naturally, what you want to do, you want to be a leader. Because this is what we were born with as natural men. We're natural born leaders and we want to lead. We want to figure things out. As little boys, we do this as little boys. We try to figure things out. No, mom, I got it. I'm okay. I want to be on the monkey. Son, get down from the monkey bars. No, mom, I'm good. I got this. Son, get down from that. Son, get down from that building. You might fall and break your neck, son. Get off that. You don't know what you're doing up there. And the little boy is always trying to figure it out on his own without the help of his mommy. Mommy is always trying to protect him, but the son is like, mommy, I got this. I got this. I got it. I'm good. Let me be. That's the natural leader inside your son. That's the natural leader inside your son. You understand? And so you get this false sense of what a man looks like. And so this man who wants to get his wife first, he gets his wife first. He gets her first. And then they build. Because he's a strong man and a strong leader, he's building her into a strong woman and a strong leader. And he plants that seed inside of her, that gene that she's created through thought passes on to the seed. And the seed becomes a strong leader, a natural born alpha male, a leader, and gets up and wants to do things like his dad did, create and find ways himself. But what happens is you've been shown how to be a man, and it's not the real thing. You've been shown how to be a man, and it's not the real thing. You see, you need to go back to your natural state and take what's rightly yours. Because it's your birthright. That thing called freedom is your birthright. And it's yours. But the only way you can get the freedom is through a creative mindset. The ability to use your mind to create. The ability to use your own mind to think for yourself. This is the way you get to your freedom. You're not going to get there through somebody else teaching you it. That's not being a natural man. And so alpha men are left out here in the wilderness. Facts. Alpha men get left out here in the wilderness because from the outside looking in, it could look like that man is too much of a, hold on. From the outside looking in, it looked like that man is too dominating, is too abusive, is too aggressive, and I need my man soft, docile, nicely speaking to me. That man is a protector. As a natural born leader, that makes him secondly a protector. And when that man is taking charge of that relationship, that man is protecting your way, his way, y'all's way. That man is protecting y'all way. Because the moment he allows himself to let his guard down, the moment he becomes vulnerable to his enemies, the moment he becomes vulnerable and susceptible to anybody, to any infiltrators, then it becomes like a cancer. It gets in, and then that cancer turns, into a malignant tumor, and it grows, and it grows, and it grows, and once, and before you know it, it takes over the whole body, the relationship, and it destroys and kills the relationship from the inside out. So that man must be hard. That man must stand up with his chest out. That man must be disciplined, and that man must be focused. That man must be alpha. That man must take leadership and take charge. So that man can protect y'all's way. Because if he let down his guard and become a soft man, then anything can come in, become a cancer, which becomes a malignant tumor, which grows and takes over the body and destroys it from the inside out. You don't want that you don't want that in your man. You want to look your man in the eye and tell him to straighten up and be a man. Take charge and take lead of this relationship. And a woman who knows this falls in line with that. She don't have to feel like, you know what? I can't deal with you. You too much. Like your energy is too high. You too powerful. No, a woman wants that kind of a man, but she wants it in a soft way. Then that's not a man, baby. She wants him to speak softly and be gentle and kind and nice and sweet all the time. Yeah, there's times where he's loving. There's times when he is loving. But at every given moment, he must be always conscious, always aware, always protective of anything trying to come in and cause a cancer. So he must stand guard. He must stand guard. You understand? And so that man must know that he cannot be docile. And you should not want your man docile, nicely speaking. Hey baby, how was your day? Tell me everything you did. And yeah, we could talk. But what I'm saying is you don't want your man soft like that all the damn time. Your man must be able to reason and understand and conversate with you. Yes, he must be able to do this. Why? He raises you up every time he lifts his voice. When he speaks, his voice lifts you up. So he must be able to talk to you so that he can listen and get back from you his own stuff. When I talk to my woman, I need to be able to hear the things that I've been planting in her. Now, she don't have to word for word everything I say and teach her and do, but her mind ought to sound and her mind ought to look like my mind when I hear her speak. You understand? And that woman wants a man who's going to lead her way. Alpha men are being left out here in the wilderness because alpha men are too powerful for some women. A man who is like, come with me, we'll do it like this. Some women can't handle an alpha male. A man who is like, come with me, we're going to do it like this. And you get scared because you see all these other men living the perfect life. Went to school, got degrees, got a home, got a car, and you get scared. Because your man is searching for his way to y'all's freedom. And you get scared because you see everybody else living their life because they've been given away through an institution, through a society. They've been given away, taught away. And so you're not being a man. You're not being led by a man. led by a follower. You're not being led by a leader. You're being led by a follower. You don't want a leader. You don't want a leader. You want a follower. You want to make the way of everybody else. But you get scared when your man says, "Come with me, baby." You from the elements in which is to provide for you for survival. So I must do my duty as a man. You don't want a leader. You want a follower. Your man is a docile, soft man. Get you a alpha man that leads and leads from his natural mind. Come on, baby. We're going to figure this thing out. We're going to build. But you see the way of every other man, and every other man is getting the quick, fast way, right? They go to school, they get the degree, they get the job, they get the career, they get the house, they get the cars, they get the nice clothes, they get the vacations, they get the 401k. And you lived your life. He's lived his life. Y'all lived your life. Y'all did everything y'all wanted to do to get y'all definition of happiness, right? Y'all got y'all definition of happiness, right? And as long as that makes y'all happy, then that's all that matters, right? As long as that makes y'all happy, then truly, that's all that matters, right? But truly, you and that man never fully into your natural, not just potential, but your natural states of being, which is to be 100% complete man and 100% complete woman. And then you are complementing each other in that, making two one. You're complementing each other in that. And so he becomes you, you become him. So now a society of soft men are coming up. A society of soft men are on the rise, or been on a soft men been on the rise. They've been up there, but it's coming. It's roaring back because the alpha men don't want to lead no more. They want to be led. The alpha men don't want to lead no more. They want to be led. I'm here to show you and bring you back to your natural state so that you can show your woman how to lead. Am I back? Okay. Share the download. Excuse me. Share. Alpha men need to hear it. Okay? Alpha men need to hear his message. Share it. Your man needs to hear it. He needs to remember how to be a natural man once again. So he can jump up and say, he's right. You know what? Let me get up out of here, baby. We need our freedom. I gotta get our freedom. I fight every day for my freedom. Every day. Can't do it. Okay, I can't do it. Every day for my freedom. For the natural right to have the ability to think for myself and not allow others to think for me. Understand? All right. Shut it down. Appreciate you being in the building. Peace out.